We're glad you're with us, and we're ready to go from here at UFC Udish Falk Field. First pitch misses down and away for a ball to Newberry. Here's the payoff pitch from Bing, and that's high for ball 4. From Cade Bing to Christian Enriquez. Runner goes, swing and a miss, strikeout, and that will retire the side as Cade Bing works around the 2-out walk to get his first strikeout of the evening. The 2-ball, 1-strike pitch. Mendoza swings and drives one well out to deep right center field, and it'll bounce against the wall. Ethan will make a turn and hold it second. An opposite field leadoff double for Ethan Mendoza. For the Horns, the 3-1 is in tight for ball 4, and that's a walk to Tinney. And Texas has the first 2 runners aboard here in the bottom of the first. The 0-2 to Robbins. The runners are off. The pitch is upstairs, and there won't even be a throw. There it is, the double steal. Mendoza 7 for 7. Tinney's 3 for 4. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Robbins caught a tip of it into the mid.
But he's really filled into that gap.
2-1 pitch, and that's going to get away from the catcher, Cymbalista. Trotting in to score from third base is Mendoza. Carson Tinney moves down to third. A run scores, and the Longhorns lead it 1-0. Tinney, a walk, a stolen base. This one's chopped on the ground. It's a fair ball, and it'll get the run home. Pack grounds out the first unassisted. Tyler Garatano steps on the bag, but Pack is able to deliver Tinney with a second run in the inning. The payoff pitch to Borba, and that almost hit him. It went inside for ball 4. The right-hander Matthew Foley ready with the 1-2. Swung on and a ball hit out toward right. Backpedaling is Newberry, the right fielder, but he has a play. He'll make the catch, and that will retire Texas in the first. The 0-1. Swings here and hits a ball well, but it'll stay in the ballpark. Drifting toward the line, Pack with the catch. February of 2024, more than 2 years ago, and draws a leadoff walk. No homers, 4 runs batted in, and that pitch hit him. Came in and got him on the left arm.
It's not a part of this arsenal very often.
This one's bunted. An excellent bunt. Third base side. Going to be a tough play, and it's high. And Duplantier able to beat that out. I think that'll be scored a bunt base hit, and the bases are loaded with nobody out. With a pitch. Swung on, ground ball, hit in the hole at short, knocked down by the shortstop. Going to be a tough play across the diamond in time to get Mendoza, but scoring from third base is Ashton Larson, and an RBI ground out extends the Texas lead to 3-0. On the apps and over the air, the 3-0 pitch is ball 4, and that's going to load the bases. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and on 3 pitches, Robbins strikes out. First strikeout for Amir Encalada. The University of the Incarnate Word, UIW. They lead 3-0. That pitch skips back to the screen. Coming down, Ermis, and he's able to score from third base on another wild pitch. 3-1 the count to Anthony Pack Jr. And he takes high ball 4, and the bases will reload for the 3rd time this inning. Blue to end of the windup, the 2-2. Swung on, and that's lined down the left field line. That'll fall in. 2 runs will score on the play. Borba, a big turn, and he will stand at second with an RBI double. The throw gets away from shortstop. Trotting in to score is Pack. All 3 runners on base score. 2 on the double, 1 on an error, and it's now the Longhorns opening things up here as they score 3 more runs. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count to Temo Becerra. And he chops this one on the ground. Going to be a tough play. Up with it, unable to get the handle on it was Tabor. And the inning continues as Becerra is safe at first for Ashton Larson. Squares to bunt and drops a bunt. Third base side, and this is going to be an RBI bunt single. Ashton Larson just dropped one. A slow roller up the third base side. Scoring from third base on the play is Casey Borba, and it is now 8-0 Texas. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, and Ermis strikes out, and that will retire Texas. Here's the 3-0. And that's a 4-pitch leadoff walk to Tyler Garatano. A stretch in the first pitch. Swung on, and that is going to be the first hit of the ball game for UIW as it's lined in the center for a base hit. Big jump and rounding second is Garatano. He'll reach third. Here's the stretch from Cade, and the 1-ball-1-strike pitch to Preston Newberry. Swings here and hits this on a line to center, having a back pedal, and Robbins dropped the ball. It'll get a run in, and the runner going from first, Rucker, had to hold up, and he makes it to third. Newberry is at second. A run is home. UIW is on the board, and it's an 8-1 ball game. It allowed the run to score. There was an RBI out of this. This ball's hit on the ground. This will get a run home. Out to short, throw to first from Becerra's in time. A 6-3 ground out, and Newberry moves to third on the RBI ground out from Jake Weaver. That's out number one. It's now an 8-2 ball game. Here's the 3-2 to DeJesus, and he takes strike three right at the top of the zone. Out of the stretch, Hudson Hamilton's pitch. Swung on, and that is hit toward the gap in right center, and that's going to fall in. It'll be an RBI extra base hit. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. Now, Enriquez will cruise into second base with a double. And it's now an 8-3 ball game.
He does a really nice job of just dropping the head.
The pitch swung on and a fly ball hit to right. Backpedaling some few paces to Plantier, but he makes the catch. And that will retire UIW. The 2-ball-2-strike pitch is strike three called. Here's the payoff pitch, and that's downstairs for ball four.
Good at bat.
Yeah. The stretch from Bluta. He is going. The pitch swung on. Hard hit ball off the glove of the shortstop Tabor. Mendoza never stopped. Goes sliding into third. He'll be there. A solidly struck ball by Carson Tenney for a base hit, and there are runners on the corners with one out. Here's the 2-ball-1-strike pitch. Bounces in the field turf. Off from first is Tenney. He'll take second on the wild pitch there. Bluta with the 3-1. And that's low ball four. It'll load the bases. Anthony Pack Jr. with the bases loaded here. The pitch. Swung on. That's lined into center for a base hit. That'll get 2 runs home, and the ball went off the glove of the center fielder Rucker. Rounding third, coming home to score all the way in after that. Not stopping was Aiden Robbins. 2-run score on the base hit, a third on an error, and the Longhorns add to the lead now. They now lead it 11-3. Now it's 3-0 to Borba. And he takes all the way and takes ball four for UIW. There's a ball lined in the left field by Becerra for a base hit. Rounding third and racing for the plate is Pack. He'll score. RBI single from Temo Becerra. And it's now 12-3 Texas. It is more than a good thing. 3-1 pitch is low ball four, and that's going to load the bases. The 3-1, and that hit him. And that's going to get a run home. That did not feel good, but Armas will take first base, and he'll be credited with an RBI. Being hit by a pitch. Bases loaded, and the pitch is low, ball four. It's going to bring in another run. Trotting in from third to score is Temo Becerra.
It's a good program, by the way. That's a good team.
In Conference USA. Here's a pitch hit on the ground to short. A flip to second for one. The relay to first in time. A 6-4-3 double play will end the inning. When he tossed the ball out to Hamilton. 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss and a strikeout to Tyler Garatano. Here's the pitch. Swings here and lines it into left center, a base hit. Garatano has a walk and a single.
Good approach.
3 balls, 2 strikes to count. Swing and a miss. And Hamilton picks up his third strikeout of the ball game. 2-0 the count. And this ball is smoked out to dead left center. And you can say goodnight to it. Carson Tenney drives another one out. Long distance. Tenney picks up his 11th home run of the season, and the Longhorns now lead it 15-3.
Well, we talked about him swinging the bat really well right now, and you can see him get more comfortable. He's getting the ball deep. He's got tremendous powers in all directions. This one, 431 foot, 113 miles an hour off of the bat. It's the second ball above 110 in this ball game.
2 balls and a strike to count. Robbins swings and he launches one. This one out to deep right, but it'll stay in the ballpark for the right fielder, Newberry, to make the catch. And swing and a miss as Pat strikes out. Here's the pitch. He swings and lifts a high fly ball to shallow left. Coming on Weaver of Homer. And he calls off the shortstop Tabor at the last moment. And the pitch. Swung on, and that's hit well down the left field line. That's going to fall in for extra bases. Up with it, Duplantier. Throw will come in, but that's a 2-out double from Tony DeJesus. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The 1-2. Swung on, that's going to be lined into shallow left. It'll fall in for a base hit. Duplantier's up with it, but it's going to be an RBI single as Enriquez has his second hit of the ball game, an RBI single. DeJesus scores from second, and now it's a 15-4 ball game.
Well, that's just a really good job of hitting it.
A stretch now, and the pitch from Walker. And that's hit, fair, knocked down by Borba. Sets his feet, guns to throw to first in time. What a play by Casey Borba, robbing Colin Cymbalista of extra bases with a diving grab right on the third base line. A rocket throw to first, and the inning is over. The 1 ball, 2 strike pitch to Ermis. And he swings and fists one into shallow left center for a base hit. Well, you talk about sawing the one off, and that just came right to near the bat handle, and he muscled it into left center for a 2-out single. 1-0 the count to Jaden. He swings here and pops it sky high, left side of the infield. The shortstop, Cole Tabor, waves everybody off, says he has it, he does. And for the first time tonight, the Longhorns do not score in an inning in the saddle. The 2-2 pitch to Tabor, checked his swing, it's strike 3. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts for Max Grubbs, and they're 2 down.
They got to win here. They need to do this to get themselves in a position.
There's a shot line past the shift by Tyler Garatano. Garatano is 2 for 2 and a walk, and he'll turn that into a double. He's had a good night at the plate. 2 hits, a walk, and a run scored.
Those teams, unfortunately, a lot of times are one-bid leagues.
0-2 pitch, hit on the ground, slow chopper to third, up with it, throw to first by Borba in time. He continues to make splendid plays on either corner of the diamond. Another 3 ball, 2 strike pitch. Swung on and the ball hit well. This one out to left, and you can say goodnight to it. Ethan Mendoza with his career best 8th home run of the season. And the Longhorns now lead it 16-4.
Now, we talked about him making a little bit of adjustment. You can see him coming back to be the same thing he's using the whole field, but double to right his first time up, and then pull side homer here. He sets the tone for the top of this lineup, no question.
Here's the stretch. The 1-2. Swung on it, a ball hit sky high, out to right center. 2 outfielders converge, and it took the sliding center fielder Trenton Rucker to make the catch for out number 1. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count to Mansour in the pitch. Swung on, popped in the air. Back behind third, the shortstop Tabor calling for it in foul ground. Makes the catch. The 2-0. He swings and sends it sky high. This one out to left, calling for it Weaver. Settles under to make the catch, and that will retire Texas. Of Aiden Robinson was going to go for a sac fly anyway. Lifts a pitch high down the left field line. We'll see. Yep, reaching back is Pack to make the catch for out number 1. Longhorns need 2 more outs to close this one out in 7 innings. Pitch swung on, that ball's hit on the nose, right to center. Coming in, Duplantier sliding in to make the catch, and there are 2 down. Here's the payoff pitch. Swung on, a fly ball to right. Right at Mansour, he has it, and that will do it. The Longhorns will win this one in 7 innings. Final score here tonight, the Texas Longhorns 16, University of the Incarnate Word 4.
Thanks for watching the video. If you're enjoying the college baseball content, please consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the action. Thank you.